Welcome to the Puerto Rican capital of San Juan and the Olympic qualifying tournament of the Americas. 8 teams competing for 3 spots next summer in Athens, Greece, and today a matchup of the 2 favorites. The United States has won its first 5 games by an average of nearly 40 points a game, while Argentina is on a 4-game winning streak of its own. Argentina is one team that thinks it can beat the United States, that has an historic victory in last year's World Championship to prove it. Let's go now to Dave Weekley and Mike D'Antonio.
All right, Craig, thanks so much. Should be an entertaining game. We've got the 2 teams that have played the best over a week of competition here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The United States is 4-0, and Argentina is 3-1. And it's been nearly a year since that big showdown in Indianapolis, a win by Argentina that snapped a 58-game winning streak by Team USA using NBA players. How much payback are the guys from USA looking for tonight?
Oh, I'm sure that's on the mind of Team USA, no doubt about it. Argentina, on the other hand, still have to get to the weekend, so we'll see how they approach this game. I'm sure they don't want to go out and just lay over or just let Team USA run over them. So let's look for a good game, because these are the best 2 teams in the tournament.
As Argentina is introduced to the crowd here in San Juan, they've won back-to-back close, emotional games yesterday against Brazil, 2 nights ago a very emotionally charged game against Puerto Rico. For Team USA, for the 2nd consecutive game, Mike, they'll be without Tracy McGrady. He is still nursing a sore back. Yesterday, he did not come over to the game from the team headquarters. Today, he is here, but he is not dressed.
Well, again, you hate it for McGrady not to be in there, being able to play. We wish him the best, but the Team USA they have a lot of answers, so I don't think they'll miss him that much.
Speaking of answers, how about Allen Iverson yesterday? Came up with a huge game, 28 points, 7 3-point goals in the 3rd quarter. Iverson now the leading scorer for Team USA at more than 15 points a game, and he's just having a tremendous tournament.
Well, the thing that's impressing you about Iverson's play is that he just takes what was given to him. He is not forcing anything. The whole team passing the ball. They're leading by far the number of assists. They had about 40 last night, so every basket comes on an assist, and that's just good basketball.
The United States averaging about 109 points a game, winning by an average of 40 points a game. And here's a look at the group standings. And in Group A, Argentina leads the way with a mark of 4-1. Canada 3-2, Puerto Rico 3-2, and Mexico just lost a very important game to Venezuela in the contest that preceded our game. Over in Group B, the United States is the only team left in this tournament that is undefeated. They are 5-0. Brazil is 3-2. The Dominican 2-3. Venezuela is 2-4. Brazil, we want to note that they have a very important game tonight. The late game, the 10 p.m. Eastern Time game. Brazil and Canada will get after it. And the race is on to see who's going to make it into the semifinals this coming Saturday. Right now, it looks like the United States and Argentina will be there. But after that, it's wide open. Let's swing over to Craig Sager, who's standing by with Team USA assistant coach Greg Popovich. Craig?
Well, Coach, Manu Ginobili helped you win an NBA title this year in San Antonio. Now with a different team and the international game, how do you coach against him?
Well, we try to get a basketball team to play against him and the rest of his guys over there. They're a great team, very well coached. They're talented, and they've been doing it for a long time, since he was about 14. So we've got to do it as a team, as a basketball team. It's not just about him individually, but he's one of the guys that we obviously have to worry about.
A year ago, They ended a 58-game winning streak by the United States. Having been there, what message do you and this coaching staff send to the team today about the importance of this game?
Same message as from the beginning. Coach Brown has tried to make them understand that we have to go from all-star team to basketball team. The world is really picked up basketball-wise, a lot of great teams, players, coaches. It's wonderful for the game, but for us to compete, we have to compete as a basketball team, and that's been our emphasis.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck. Let's go back over to Dave.
All right, thanks, Craig. And Ginobili is a very, very important key to this Argentinian squad. And Argentina lost their opening game in shocking fashion. They were defeated by Mexico, and it really took Ginobili a couple of games to really start hitting his stride, but he's playing as well as he has all through this tournament right now.
Well, he's really a team player. He's passing the ball extremely well. He has not found his shot yet. Could be a little tired emotionally after they won the championship. But yeah, I expect him by the weekend will pick his game up and lead Argentina into the Olympics. But, you know, this team also is very deep. That is probably the main reason that they have some kind of a chance just because of their depth.
Swing it back over to Craig, who's standing by with Manu.
All right, a year ago, you led this team to a historic victory over the United States. What will it take to do it again here today?
A little bit more. They're a better team than last year, and they're going to be expecting us. It's not going to be a surprise as last year, so we know it's going to be very, very tough.
As a rookie this year with the San Antonio Spurs, you had to bring donuts every game day to your teammates. Did you bring Tim Duncan donuts today?
No, not today. It's over. I finished with my rookie year, so now he's got to find somebody else to bring them.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck. Let's back over to Dave.
Well, hopefully the United States can put some big donuts on the board in terms of keeping Argentina off the scoreboard. And while Ginobili is the focus of the Argentinian squad, Andres Nocioni is really the guy who's leading them in scoring and leading them in rebounding. He's a tough customer.
Well, he's one of the better players in Europe right now. He plays for Tal Victoria in Spain. You can say his name Nocioni or Nocioni. It's an Italian name, but he, if it wasn't for his contract situation, he would be playing in the NBA right now. He's 23 years old. He's just a tough customer. He can shoot the three, runs, and he plays hard every day. So it'll be exciting to watch him play against the best in the world and see how he does.
In last night's win against Brazil, a 2-point victory, Nocioni was 4 for 4 from outside the arc. He has been shooting the ball extremely well. In fact, he's hit 11 of 15 of his attempts outside the arc in this tournament. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the starting lineups. For the United States, Iverson and Kidd will be in the backcourt. Vince Carter inserted into the starting lineup in place of Tracy McGrady for the second consecutive day. Jermaine O'Neal and Tim Duncan will be inside. Sanchez will run the point. Ginobili will be at the shooting guard spot. Oberto, Nocioni, and Ruben Wolkowski will be in the pivot for Argentina.
And you see immediately Argentina has 3 NBA guys, and guys that, you know, Ginobili obviously, Pepe Sanchez, who just got traded to the Golden State Warriors, and Wolkowski, who played some with Seattle, a little bit with Boston, and is in Europe if I'm not mistaken. But they do have a lot of experience. These guys have played together for 3 or 4 years, so let's see what their mindset is from the beginning, and it should be a pretty good game.
Argentina is in the blue uniforms, trimmed in white, and Team USA, after 3 consecutive days in their blues, are in their white uniforms, trimmed in red and white. Allen Iverson with a basketball, guarded by Sanchez. Pepe Sanchez is the only player, the only NBA player in this tournament who's actually been traded since he's arrived in San Juan, now property of the Golden State Warriors. Jason Kidd with a dump down to Jermaine O'Neal, back to Kidd. 2-man game, shot clock to 5. O'Neal hits, and Jermaine O'Neal has just done a terrific job starting games quickly. Here's Ginobili. Ginobili off to a quick start.
You're going to see a lot of that where Team Argentina will drive the lane and they will kick it out for 3-point shots.
And Jermaine O'Neal is going to go to the free throw line, and Nocioni commits the foul, his first, team first for Argentina. And that is a great start for Ginobili coming into play today. He was just 5 of 22 on his 3-point attempts, but he hits his first of this game.
Well, Ginobili has a little Jason Kidd in him in the sense that he will hit the big shots. The big game he will be on. He'll make a play either defensively But when things, are just going okay and they don't need him, then his percentages will come down. And that's why I expect this weekend he'll have a great weekend. Also today, we're going to see a classic example. Team USA will go inside. They have a lot more bulk, and the big guys will dominate inside with Argentina. But Argentina, on the other hand, will be kicking out, shooting threes. The big guys will be shooting threes, so we'll see who does the most damage.
Mike right away, Team USA with full court pressure defense. Jumper off the baseline, the turnaround by Roberto. Third in scoring for the Argentinians, averaging 11 a game. Argentina has 3 players averaging double figures. And a steal. This is Sanchez. They move the ball around well. 3-point attempt. Little Kowiski could knock it in. Here's Jason Kidd in the paint. Has to pick up the dribble. Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal's off to a good start with 2 early hoops for Team USA.
He's been doing that all week. He's always started off well. Really focused. Good hands by Kidd.
18 seconds on the shot clock. The basketball belongs to Argentina. Ruben Magano is the head coach of Team Argentina, and inside, Nocioni with his first bucket. Nocioni, leading scorer for Argentina, averaging nearly 15 a game. And Vince Carter continues to shoot the ball very well. Duncan again, good hand, slapped the ball out of bounds.
That's probably the biggest difference between this year's Team USA, other than maybe the talent level, but we this year shoot the ball so much better, and in international play, that's key.
Carter now 10 of 16 on his 3-point attempts in the FIBA Tournament of the Americas. Don't forget, the top 3 teams will advance to the Olympics next summer in Greece. Vince Carter with the foul, that's his first.
As we talked before, Argentina is the only team in the tournament that have 10 to 12 players that can come in and withstand the pressure that Team USA can put on you.
Pepe Sanchez with that left-handed 3 knocks it in. Here's Tim Duncan, and he answers right back. Team USA as a team is shooting 63%. That's amazing. And it is by far the best of any team in this tournament. Nocioni marked by Vince Carter. Down the lane, Nocioni, the running left-hander, won't go. Loose ball controlled by Argentina. Sanchez, can he make it 2 in a row? Won't stay in there, but hammered home on the rebound. Nocioni.
He just keeps coming at you. He's just like a bull in a china shop. He just comes after.
Vince Carter, and he has 2 3-point goals in a row. Back and forth we go, another lead change. Team USA leads by 2.
Vince Carter's obviously picked up for his cousin, Tracy McGrady.
Ginobili can't get the banker to go. Yep. Vince Carter and McGrady, distant cousins, former teammates with the Toronto Raptors. Now, obviously, McGrady not playing, and in Orlando with the Magic, Vince Carter called on the offensive foul.
There's a great rebound. Again, in the international ball, that ball could have been in the cylinder, laying up on the rim. It does not matter. You can still dunk it. I think that's a great rule. I really would love the NBA to adopt that rule.
One other international basketball rule, only 5 fouls rather than the 6 you get in the NBA. Vince Carter picks up 2 quick fouls. He comes out of the game. And Richard Jefferson replaces him at the small forward spot. Jermaine O'Neal thought he got a clean block. Apparently not. O'Neal is going to be called on the foul, and Nocioni will head to the line.
That's not a real good call.
Tough to see on that replay, but it did look like a good block. Only 2 officials on the floor in international basketball. Nocioni on the miss. Nocioni's three-point percentage is better than his free throw percentage. Now 11 of 18 in this tournament.
Which is very odd because he's a really good shooter. Great technique. A little press shown by,
Iverson, a blur to the bucket.
Great play by
Allen Iverson, and Nocioni is called on the personal foul.
That's 2 fouls on Nocioni. That will hurt. Although, like I said before, the depth of Argentina, and they have enough guys where they can come in and spell him for a while, but that will hurt Argentina.
Leandro Palladino comes in off the bench. Tough to replace Nocioni, but Palladino is having an outstanding tournament as well, averaging 10 a game.
Well, Palladino is a very good player also. He plays for the same team in Spain as Scola, Nocioni, and Palladino on the Tau Victoria.
Ray Allen into the game for the United States. Closing in on 6 minutes in the first quarter. We'll play 4 10-minute quarters. Ginobili. And the pass nearly stolen by Allen Iverson, and it is, in fact, a turnover.
Team U.S. doing a great job of staying with the shooters, letting them penetrate into Duncan, not getting sucked too far back in so they can get out to the shooters. That is going to be a key from here on out.
Mike, you can sense the energy in this game starting to build a little bit. Here's Iverson. Of course, Iverson 7 of 8 from outside the arc yesterday, misses his first attempt. Jermaine O'Neal the rebound, and he's fouled.
I'm sure Team USA has a mindset to come out and set the tone early.
Ginobili picks up the foul. That's his first, team third foul on Argentina. Ray Allen. Pounded.
Struggling a little bit over the corner.
Yep, and that's a turnover. Great team defense by Argentina.
Looked like Ray Allen had an easy layup on the inbound play, and then Wilkins came in and closed the gap pretty quick.
You know, one misconception about Argentina, they did snap Team USA's 58-game winning streak last year at the World Championships in Indianapolis, but they did not win that tournament. Yugoslavia did. Jason Kidd, lob attempt goes awry, and the pass down to the other end. Ginobili can't control. Back-to-back turnovers, and Team USA will have the ball.
Getting a little sloppy. Argentina to have a chance can't turn the ball over that easy. Ginobili was wide open. Should have been an easy play.
Iverson swings into the lane, has the ball stripped away. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
You know, talking about the World Games, one of the reasons they lost to Yugoslavia, apart that Yugoslavia is a great team, Ginobili went down with an ankle injury. He did not play the finals against them, or it might have been a different story.
Tim Duncan. Duncan's first basket. Palladino, Leandro Palladino. That's his 11th three-pointer of this tournament. The Argentinians shoot the three very well. Again, the double team by Argentina. Allen for three. And the rebound by Palladino. He'll bring it into the front court and give it off to Sanchez. The former Temple star. Ginobili with a dump down. And a foul away. Nothing but net by Oberto.
Richie Oberto is having a great start of the game. He's 2 or 3 great moves inside.
Team USA with the ball in a 1-point lead. Here comes Jermaine O'Neal, and as he spins into the lane, he is fouled. Sanchez will be whistled for the foul. That's his first.
Yeah, giving rest to Ginobili. In with Cameron.
And the shot by O'Neal, slapped away. Good play, defensive play by Kamarich. Meanwhile, Duncan gets the stuff on the other end. And the ball is stolen now by Sanchez. It's a plethora of big defensive plays here in the first quarter. Knocked out of bounds, and the United States will keep it.
Kamarich is a second-round draft pick of the Portland Trailblazers, 23 years old, nice-looking player.
Check that. Argentina will have the ball. Sanchez will exit. Our first look at Alejandro Montecnia. Iverson causes the turnover.
Things a little sloppy right now.
Iverson, the NBA steals leader last year. Mike Bibby is leading all players in this tournament in steals. He's yet to come off the USA bench. We'll see him soon. Duncan can't hit the baseline fall away. United States back quickly on defense. Argentina with a chance to regain the lead. Montecnia pulls the trigger.
You just cannot go under on taking balls. There's no reason to go under. They shoot the ball too well. You've got to fight over or switch.
Another lead change. Argentina by 2, 21-19. Iverson on the crossover down the lane. Up and off the glass with a right hand.
That was just a terrific move by Allen Iverson.
Montecnia goes right by Jason Kidd. And the ball is slapped off Alejandro's leg, and the United States will have it. Here comes Mike Bibby. And Kenyon Martin checks into the lineup. Martin had 7 rebounds last night in a win over Canada.
So this is the difference now. The Team USA they've come in with Bibby, Ray Allen, Kenyon Martin. They have a little bit fresher people on the floor, but also Team Argentina bring in Scola, Fernandez, and these guys can play. That's the difference between like Team Canada or whatever. When they go to the bench, they drop off. These guys shouldn't drop off that much.
And as Duncan was working in the lane, the foul is going to be on Gabriel Fernandez. That's his first 5th team foul on Argentina. That'll send Duncan to the line. Tim Duncan, 80% in this tournament, 12 of 15 to this point. One more for Duncan as the United States regains the lead. Montecnia, 5'11", 32 years old, born New Year's Day, 1971. He's a tough matchup. Ball stripped, Argentina will keep it. And the Argentinian bench is screaming for a foul. 9 on the shot clock, 2:12 left first quarter. Team USA 5-0 in this tournament. Argentina 2nd overall here in the second round at 4-1. And Ray Allen is going to be whistled on the foul. Allen picks up his first, team foul number 4 on the United States.
Team USA going into a 2-3 zone on every out of bounds underneath, giving some problems to Argentina. They have trouble getting in. Those are 5 quick, long guys on the floor. They're having trouble.
So at the top of that 2-3 on the out of bounds play, you got Bibby and Iverson. Richard Jefferson getting some additional minutes here in the first half in the wake of the 2 early fouls to starter Vince Carter. Pass inside, stolen by Allen Iverson.
Oh! Big time collision.
A big collision by Iverson and Montecnia. And Iverson will be called on the offensive foul.
luckily, none of them were hurt. That could have been a disaster.
Oh, they went right head-to-head. Argentina with the ball and an opportunity to tie the game. Well played first quarter. We're closing in on the final 90 seconds of the period. Follow-away jump shot, no good by Kamarich. Here comes Iverson. Gets a pick up top from Duncan. Iverson thought about a three. Bibby from the baseline. Mike Bibby.
Good ball movement, trying to find the easy shot.
Scola. Kamarich guarded by Jefferson. Palladino. Scola swinging in the lane, had the ball stripped away. 3-on-1. Iverson. Bibby. Two more. Team USA putting a little distance between themselves and Argentina as we are inside the final minute of the opening quarter. Kenyon Martin whistled for a foul off the ball.
Nice aggressive play out there.
Here comes Elton Brand into the game for the first time, and Jason Kidd re-enters the lineup. Kidd will replace Iverson, and Tim Duncan will sit out the remaining 35 seconds of the opening quarter. Fernandez will go to the line. He's made pro stops in his native Argentina and in France. Been a member of the Argentinian national squad since 1998. Played in the World Championships in '98 and in Indianapolis last year.
And the kid can really shoot the three. That's what makes international players so hard to guard. They can really step out beyond the arc and shoot the basketball.
Two by Fernandez. Full court pressure defense following the made free throw. And it is a turnover. The double team able to strip the basketball away from Bibby.
Argentina surprising a little bit with the full court press. Team USA they've struggled a couple times with it.
Scola takes Brand to the bucket, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Luis Scola.
You know, Scola is a very good player, but one thing that he lacks is outside shooting, and it makes him make decisions about taking it to the basket in traffic. He needs to develop an outside shot. It makes the game a lot easier.
6'9", 250. He's a load. Bumping in there right now with Kenyon Martin. About a 1 second differential on the shot clock and the game clock. Kidd on the crossover.
Oh, nice.
Unable to hit. Loose ball. 3/10 of a second remaining in the first quarter.
Bodies are flying everywhere. Both benches are yelling and screaming. This is great. This is a very heated contest. This is going to get interesting.
Larry Brown, head coach of the United States.
Watch for a lob right at the basket, probably for Kenyon Martin.
And now we've got a foul on Martin, and that's his second. Jostling for position inside. Mike, it's amazing what they do call and then what players are getting away with that isn't called.
Well, it's just a very inconsistent blowing the whistle.
Ooh.
Martin, I mean, obviously that's a foul.
Yeah, that'll be called every time.
Yeah. I mean, you have to kind of hide it to a certain degree. You can hit people, but you can't be so blatant as the Bogart, someone like that.
Well, we've got one quarter in the book, and Argentina still has matchups coming up with Venezuela and the Dominican Republic, games that they should win easily, and we weren't sure what was going to happen with Argentina today. Last night against Canada, Steve Nash only played for a quarter. Canada loading up for the remainder of their games this week. Better matchups. More on that, but right now let's go back to Craig Sager.
Well, I'm with the president of USA Basketball, Tom Jernstedt, and so far the United States winning 5 games by an average of close to 40 points a game. Sort of like the way you planned it when you put this team together?
We're very excited, Craig. Some of us still have in our minds the memories of last summer when we took 6th place in the World Championship. We're thrilled with the team effort, the interest and the passion that this team has to represent the country. And I was with them the first day of practice. Coach Brown, Popovich, Purnell, and Williams have done a marvelous job of bringing them together as a team, and they've responded. And just the camaraderie and the way they have worked together has been very exciting.
How long did it take you to get over that disappointment in Indianapolis?
Well, we're not over it yet. It'll start going away after we return from Athens with a gold medal.
There's some question about adding Allen Iverson to this team. Now that he's been added to the team, he has played so unselfishly, become the most popular player here. How satisfying is that to your organization?
Allen's done a marvelous job. I was commenting to somebody earlier. I was with the team the first day of practice. He was the first player on the bus, 15 minutes ahead of most of the rest of them with the coaching staff. He's been marvelous all the way. He's been totally unselfish and has fit in very, very well with the rest of the team.
How bad do you want to beat Argentina today and avenge that loss from your?
We still remember the loss a year ago, and we're off to a good start. But we're also finding out again that the world is playing the game of basketball very, very well.
All right, thanks for being with us, Dave.
All right, Craig, thank you. We're set to begin the second quarter of action. Team USA with a 4-point lead, 27-23. Last night they trailed by 7 to Canada after 1, but then outscored the Canadians 30-11 in the second quarter. We'll see what happens in the second quarter today. Kidd to Bibby. Back to Jason Kidd. Down the lane, wouldn't hang in there for him. Bibby chases down the long rebound.
Nocioni's back in the game with 2 fouls. It'd be important that he stays out of foul trouble.
Brand. And Kenyon Martin is allowed virtually a free path to the basket by Nocioni.
That's a great pass by Elton Brand. Great high-low.
Nocioni gives it up. Palladino. Palladino swings into the lane. His shot went off the back rim. Now here comes Team USA, 4-on-3. Bibby with a good look. Mike Bibby with a 3-point basket.
Our Team USA is doing a great job of capitalizing on every mistake. Argentina is now getting Ginobili back in, which is definitely a good move. Argentina the ball is kind of stuck in their hands. Guys are starting to go one-on-one. They're struggling a little bit right now.
Montecchia threw that one away. Roberto and Gutierrez will enter at the next opportunity. Here comes Argentina again. Down the lane, the basketball belongs to Argentina. Fernandez will exit, as will Montecchia and Scola. 20 on the shot clock. Team USA now with a 9-point lead. Ginobili can't connect on the 3-point shot. He had 2 threes in the first quarter. Lucas Victorino with the basketball now. Victorino short on the long 3-point attempt. That was 25 feet. Mike Bibby with the ball. Swings it into Elton Brand. And Brand is fouled. That'll be the first team foul of the second quarter for Argentina. Whistled on Leonardo Gutierrez.
Argentina's kind of fallen into the trap of taking it personal. There was some rough play, and now they're starting to go individually. If they do that, they have no chance whatsoever. They're going to have to continue to move the ball, take the open shot, make the easy play.
Check that. Ginobili got called on that foul. That's a tough break for Manu. That's his second. Larry Brown comes up off the United States bench and preaches patience to Team USA. 19 on the shot clock, 7.5 to go in the first half. Kidd. His pass to Elton Brand. Brand never got the handle. It's another turnover. Nocioni is having a hard time getting away from Richard Jefferson.
Just watching Nocioni play. He would be a great player for the Utah Jazz.
Jefferson picks up his first foul.
He is one tough hombre.
Here's Nocioni. Quick first step past Jefferson. Duncan made him adjust his shot. And Nocioni just picked up his third.
If they be careful not to get technical, that will be disastrous.
So that was a silly foul, Mike, a frustration foul.
Yeah, it really was. He's forcing things too much right now. He's not letting the game come to him. And then you react by compounding your one mistake with two mistakes. Not a good move.
Jermaine O'Neal back into the game for the United States. Full court pressure D. Great pass to break it from Jason Kidd to his New Jersey Nets teammate, Richard Jefferson. Duncan working down low on Oberto. Lost the handle. 5 on the shot clock. Bibby. Ginobili the rebound for Argentina. Kind of gone through a lull now in the offense. Coming back the other way. Jason Kidd. Kidd with the stuff. And the United States now a double-digit lead. Up by 11, 34-23.
He's a little on the weak side. Richard Jefferson hit Nocioni. There's not any. This is going to be some bad blood for this weekend.
You said it. Bibby will leave the game. Our Craig Sager will visit with Mike Bibby at halftime. Allen Iverson re-enters the action for the United States. Now Richard Jefferson with 2 fouls. Vince Carter and Richard Jefferson with 2 fouls. The United States looking a little thin now and in foul trouble at that small forward spot. Great hands by Jason Kidd.
We saw Ginobili try to take Duncan on the side, spur against spur.
Kidd all alone. Iverson unable to tap that one home.
I believe Jason Kidd's shot didn't make the trip with him. He stayed back in New Jersey.
Caught it in customs.
He's struggling a little bit.
Ginobili from behind the backboard. Tap attempt no good by Oberto. Jefferson, Iverson. O'Neal couldn't dunk it home. The wraparound, Oberto couldn't control the ball underneath the basket. Now he's working on Duncan. And a hand check foul is going to be called on Tim Duncan.
That's, again, we've talked about it before, that's what will drive you crazy in international basketball, where you can clobber someone, you can hold him, you can punch him, but then when you just barely touch him, it can be a foul. It's just very inconsistent. There's no rhyme or reason why some things are foul, some things aren't.
Good ball movement by Argentina leads to a 3 out of the corner, up and good. And
so that is
Nocioni.
That's the first time in the last 5 or 6 minutes that Argentina moved the ball well. They've been taking it personally, trying to go one-on-one, prove that they can play at this level or play against the best players in the world.
Nocioni's got 8. And we've got a foul inside, an offensive foul on the United States. And that's Tim Duncan's second foul. So Duncan, Carter, and Jefferson all with 2.
Oh, nice.
Great look inside. Sanchez able to get it to Roberto. And we've got an official timeout on the floor. 4:59 to go in the first half. Argentina trying to put together a little bit of a mini run after trailing by 11. They pulled to within 6 at 34-28.
Well, it seems like Team Argentina, they've gathered their composure a little bit. Should be pretty interesting here on out. And it looks like we have a game today, too. It looks like they're going to play.
No question. Not too many teams in this tournament, Mike, can really match up with the United States in terms of physical play. And Argentina has done that to this point.
Well, they're able to withstand the waves of players that come after them because their team is much deeper than any other team in the tournament.
Upcoming games for Team USA. We'll wrap up the second round tomorrow against Mexico. It's a do-or-die game for Mexico. They are 2-3 in this tournament. Then Thursday, they'll pack everyone they can in this facility for the game that everyone in San Juan is waiting for. Team USA and Puerto Rico. That'll be a key game for Puerto Rico's chances for the Olympics as well. Team USA and Puerto Rico, that'll be Thursday night at 10 o'clock. So for the next 2 nights, we've got more pay-per-view action here from the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. Mexico on Wednesday, Puerto Rico on Thursday. Both will tip right after 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Well, it'll be interesting, the game with Puerto Rico. Ortiz has been playing very well. He is 40 years old, but he has been playing real well. Santiago, a couple big guys that maybe can mix it up a little bit. But you know what? Still 30-point game.
Andres Nocioni staying on the court right now with 3 personal fouls. Mike, you think that's a good move?
Well, I mean, you almost have to. You don't have any margin of error. And if they were up, I would take him out and put him. But if you're down 6 points, you can't let this thing get to 15 points, then put him back in. You got to hope for the best. Could foul, it might not work, but you're just rolling the dice a little bit.
Here's Ray Allen. Iverson with a good look. Argentina dodged a bullet there. Iverson won't miss many of those. So Sanchez will set the offense for Argentina. They're in the midst of a 6-0 run. Nocioni, the wraparound, won't stay in there. Elton Brand, the rebound. Bibby on the run, down the lane. Jermaine O'Neal, strong offensive rebound, and he is fouled. And that's going to be Roberto on the personal.
Bibby's doing a great job of pushing the ball, keeping the pressure on Argentina. Good job. Jermaine did a great job also of coming in, following up, just running the floor, playing hard.
Roberto, that's his first personal foul. So O'Neal goes back to the free throw line. Seven of 10 in the tournament, make it 8 of 11 now for Jermaine O'Neal of the Indiana Pacers. And you got to believe that guys like O'Neal and Elton Brand, who were on that Team USA squad that lost in the World Championships last year, 51 weeks ago, would really love to put it on Argentina today if they get a chance to do so. Full court pressure defense again by the United States. Sanchez into the front court. Great look inside, Roberto for 2. Sanchez, Roberto, and a lead for Team USA is once again 6 points.
Roberto's doing a great job inside, also just getting the ball, putting it up on the board. Good awareness.
Brand pops out. Brand. Here's Ray Allen, the jumper off the baseline, no good. Sanchez the foul. And for Pepe, that's his second. Sanchez has played for Atlanta, the Sixers, and the Pistons, and now with the Golden State Warriors.
Sanchez trying to use his quick hands, slapping the ball away before Allen got it up in the shooting position, but racked him across the arm.
Well, that won't happen often. Ray Allen is a 92% free throw shooter. He misses one here. One of 2 for Ray Allen. The lead is 7. An extremely entertaining first half. The United States and Argentina, the two best records in the FIBA Tournament of the Americas to this point. Three-point shot no good. Elton Brand boxed out Roberto and got the rebound.
That sequence is probably just underline what is different from international ball. To break America's press, they use the 4 and the 5, the center and the power forward, to bring the ball up, and then the center takes a three-point shot. So it has O'Neal and Brand out of whack. You got the little guys playing inside and the big guys playing outside. You know, you hit the shots, makes it tough to match up.
Mike, two big guys are wrestling in there for position. Gutierrez and O'Neal, and something had to give, and O'Neal went down in a pile, and Gutierrez was hit with his first foul. Roberto would leave the lineup. Ruben Wojciechowski is back into the game. 6'9", 30-year-old center for Argentina. One more free throw coming for Jermaine O'Neal, and the United States with many more opportunities at the line here in the first half than Argentina. Argentina has shot only, coming into today's game, had combined for only 22 free throws in their last two games against Brazil and Puerto Rico. Victorino. Up and in. Brand the foul, and the bucket will count. Nocioni.
One reason why Argentina is not shooting many foul shots is just the way they play. They move the ball extremely well. Big guys are outside on the perimeter. They don't do a lot of posting up, so they really don't have a lot of opportunities to get fouls, get to the foul line. But, you know, their system works. It works in international play for sure.
Nocioni could not complete the three-point play. 5-point game. Allen got a good look, couldn't hit it. Jermaine O'Neal clears out traffic, just blasts right over Gutierrez and scores.
The old classical flop by Gutierrez.
Sanchez, the pull-up. Too strong. Ray Allen the rebound for the United States. Team USA has won 21 consecutive Olympic qualifying games, and Elton Brand goes swinging into the lane, and he's fouled. And Gutierrez is going to be whistled on the personal. That's his second. The United States already in the bonus. 2:25 to go. 2:23 rather in the first half. Gabriel Fernandez replaces Leonardo Gutierrez in the Argentinian lineup.
And Coach Mangano for Argentina doing a great job of rotating the big guys, trying not to get anybody into foul trouble, keeping a fresh body on the floor. And he has 4 or 5 big players that he can go to and keep the level of talent very high.
Nocioni has 3 personal fouls. He remains on the court for Argentina, but it's been a while since we've seen Ginobili. He's been saddled with 2 personal fouls and is on the Argentinian bench right now. Once again, the United States pushing their lead out to 9.
Oh, great. First of all, great move by Sanchez of freezing the defense. And then Bibby makes an unbelievable recovery. Sagging back inside. Good job, Mike Bibby.
Bibby's defense saved what looked to be a sure 2. Here's Iverson. Allen Iverson, 28 last night, 5 points tonight against Argentina. Nocioni the steal to Sanchez. It's a 3-on-2. 3 on the way, good.
Victoriano, great 3-point shooter.
His first basket. O'Neal spins between defenders. Nocioni the rebound. A 3 on this trip by Argentina makes it a 1-possession game, 41-35, as we close in on the final minute of the first half. Shot won't go, but the foul is going to be on Ray Allen. Wolkowiski will go to the line for Argentina. Wolkowiski struggled from the field in Argentina's 2-point win over Brazil last night, just 2 of 7 from the field. Nocioni and Ginobili side by side on the Argentina bench now.
Well, one thing about Team Argentina, their schedule for the rest of the way out, the next 2 games are fairly easy, Venezuela and the Dominican Republic. So they can kind of go all out today, try to win this game, and also it'll put them in first place if they win this game. And that'll be very, very good for them for the weekend. But as Team Canada had 2 or 3 hard games coming up where they took the night off.
Iverson with the 3, too long. Yeah, that's a great point, Mike. A big game tonight for Canada. Nocioni on the left, Ginobili on the right. Nocioni 3 personal fouls. Ginobili, a key member of the world champion San Antonio Spurs, with 2 fouls. 45 seconds to go first half. Team USA led 27-23 at the end of the first quarter, now with a 4-point lead. Victoriano, the 3, got it, all net. Wolkowiski, the big guy, 6'9", pops out and hits a 3. It's a 1-point game.
That's just a great pick and roll with a pop. Victoriano, who great under control, looking for his big guy to pop back, hit him in stride. Great 3-point shot.
Bibby on the crossover. Iverson all day to line it up. O'Neal put back in the foul. Jermaine O'Neal. A clutch basket by O'Neal with 4.2 remaining in the first half.
Iverson won't miss any of those shots, but O'Neal right there with the rebound, great putback.
Hernandez picks up his second foul. Jason Kidd checks into the United States lineup. We've got a timeout on the floor with 4.2 seconds to go. Let's see if we can possibly listen in on the strategy Larry Brown plans to employ for Team USA in the first half's final moments.
Elvin didn't play the ball. Let everybody make him catch it in front of you. Is that right? Hey, nothing wrong. Let Jermaine, after you make it, you run back. Elton, get all over the ball. And everybody match up. If they send somebody long, we match up with them. But Elton's going to be on the ball. Well, he's shooting the free throw. I don't know how he can get that. Nothing wrong, man. Catching in front, no foul.
Team USA leading Argentina 43-40. That was a big basket by Jermaine O'Neal. He's got a free throw coming. O'Neal with 12 points for the United States here in the first half.
Kenyon Martin ready to check in for O'Neal.
Team USA backing away from the line with the exception of Brand, and O'Neal hits the free throw. Here comes Kmart, and as you anticipated, Mike, O'Neal will take a seat. Motechnia is also checked into the game for Argentina. Wolkowiski will trigger all the way to half court. Victoriano. And his pass is deflected. And that shot by Palladino would not have counted. We have come to the end of the first half. And it's on. Team USA leads Argentina, but by only 4 points. 44-40. Craig Sager's got Jermaine O'Neal. Craig?
Well, Jermaine, you played all but 2.5 minutes in that first quarter. Obviously, they keep coming at you. How tired are you, and what is being ineffective for you guys?
Well, we've been preparing for this game pretty much the last 2 weeks. So this is like the World Championship NBA type finals for these guys. they look forward to playing us every single year. And by them beating us last year, obviously they feel like they can beat us this year. They're playing a good game. So hopefully our substitution and our depth on our team wears them down in the second half.
What do you mean you've been preparing for 2 weeks for this team?
For Argentina, for everybody in the bracket. Every game is a big game for us, especially this one for myself, because we lost against them last year, and coming out getting the win, trying to solidify ourselves and put America back on top of the world means a lot to me.
All right, great first half. Let's go back to Dave.
All right, thanks, Craig. Jermaine O'Neal heading back to the locker room, and Mike, his comments right there give just a bit of a glimpse into the Team USA mindset into this game with Argentina tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. They want, they still remember the World Championships. They want to play well. They have not really looked sharp today, and hopefully second half they will pick it up a little bit and be able to get into some kind of rhythm. They missed a lot of wide open shots. Vince Carter started out of the game, started knocking down threes, but since then, Iverson's had some looks, Jason Kidd, and they haven't been able to go down. But, Argentina's playing very well. They got sloppy a little bit, but they're hanging in there.
Team USA with a 44-40 lead over Argentina right now, and a small but very noisy group of Argentinians supporting their national team here in San Juan, Puerto Rico tonight. As far as the way Team USA played in the first half, no Tracy McGrady. Vince Carter picked up 2 quick fouls. Richard Jefferson had 2 quick fouls. How do you feel the United States played in the first half?
Well, I think they were just a little bit out of sync. Was not sharp. I think they played real well in the sense of they moved the ball and they're playing hard. But a little out of sync, did knock down outside shots in the international basketball. Outside shooting is very important. So let's look second half that Iverson will get off a little bit more. Vince Carter coming back and continue his shooting. They need to find Duncan some too, because we haven't seen much of Duncan so far.
We've seen Argentina beat Puerto Rico in a very emotional game 2 nights ago. We watched them beat Brazil by 2 points last night. Their upset loss at the hands of Mexico in their first game in the opening round really does look a bit more shocking now, doesn't it?
Well, and it was. I'm sure they just went into the game half asleep and did not play well. Even the last 2 nights against Puerto Rico and against Brazil, they controlled the game the whole time. The final score showed 2 points or 4 points or whatever it was. The game really was not that close. You have 12 players from Argentina that are all professional players, first of all. They're 23 to 28 years of age. They are very experienced. They know how to play basketball. So don't look for them to fold.
In the first game of the opening round, the United States led Brazil by only 2 points at the break. Right now they lead Argentina by 4 points. We've got a game coming up in the second half. The United States did blow out Brazil. Let's swing it over to Craig Sager, who's standing by with T-Mac.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Hey, T-Mac, we just heard from your coach, we heard from your general manager, but we need the word from you. How bad is your back?
I really don't know how bad it is because I haven't played on it, but I know just walking around, I have a little pain in my back, and it's just for precautionary reasons. Don't want to come out here and risk anything. I don't want to mess it up no worse than it is right now, so I'm just going to chill for the rest of this week. Just stay supportive of my team.
So you're not going to play the rest of the tournament?
No, unless a miracle happens where I don't feel any pain in my back, but it's flaring up pretty bad, so I'm just going to stay on my treatments. I found a table here that I usually use in Orlando, so I'm just going to use that for the time being. If my back feels better throughout this week, then I pretty much suit up.
4-point game. You're in the locker room at halftime. What did the coaching staff tell these guys?
We just basically told us don't give them anything easy. I mean, those guys out there getting layups, they getting threes in transition, and they can shoot the ball. They do a great job of executing on the offensive end. So we got to make them work for everything that they get. And that's basically it, just defend.
A 4-point game, Argentina with confidence. The United States will be without its leading scorer, Tracy McGrady, for the rest of the tournament. Argentina may be sending the U.S. a message for later on in the medal round as well here. Let's go back to Dave and Mike.
All right, Craig, thank you so much. And Mike, we got the word from T-Mac that we really didn't want to hear. He won't be playing anymore in this tournament. Meanwhile, the first half stats, what jumps out?
Well, it's a pretty close game. That's the main thing. USA going to the foul line a lot more, which is a good sign, but we need to see a little bit more of Duncan, and USA is going to shoot the ball a little bit better from the outside.
All right, and the United States got twice as many opportunities at the free throw line. Argentina hit 7 of 11 from three-point land. And look at the edge in the rebounding by the United States. An edge on the boards, 18-10. Opening tap of the second half, controlled by Argentina. They trail by 4, 44-40. And Roberto, as he backed in on Jermaine O'Neal, is called for the travel.
I'm sure Team USA is going to try to come out with the mindset of dominating right from the beginning, try to get a little separation in the score. They can't afford to go down toward the end and allow the referees or three-point shots to determine the game.
Here's Jason Kidd into the paint on the pull-up. Hit it. Jason Kidd.
Yeah, I really think that Jason Kidd, now the game is pretty close, he's going to be more aggressive, more assertive. He'll have a better half.
Roberto kicks it out. Three-point shot on the way and good.
That just kills you as a team. You play great defense. You've got him kind of stymied inside, and he just kicks it right out the perimeter to the other big who knocks it down.
Wolkowiski now with 8 points. Duncan on the low block, spins into the lane, and the shot will rattle in for Tim Duncan. He's got 8.
I'm sure that Team USA at halftime is going to make a conscientious effort to go to Duncan a little bit more.
Sanchez loses Iverson and goes right to the goal and scores.
That should never happen. The big did not help at all. Left Iverson hanging out to dry.
This is O'Neal. Working on Roberto. Won't stay in there for him. And the rebound, Wolkowiski, and a whistle. And it's going to be Vince Carter off the ball, and that's Vince Carter's 3rd personal foul. Carter hit 2 quick threes to start the game, then spent the remainder of the first half on the bench. And he picks up a critical foul. Richard Jefferson also has 2 fouls. Wolkowiski goes by Duncan, knocks it off, gives it off to Roberto. Shooting over Duncan.
That's just a terrific move by Fabrizio Roberto. That was terrific.
Roberto had a tryout scheduled with the Knicks 4 years ago, but had to miss it because of a broken hand. Oh, that might have been bad news for the Knicks. How about that rebound? Nocioni.
Nocioni is tough.
Nocioni mixing it up despite the 3 fouls. Here's Sanchez. He'll go right to the goal again, and he'll miss the layup this time. Quickly, it's Iverson back the other way. Iverson up and over Nocioni to score.
A terrific fast break by Allen Iverson.
Manu Ginobili with the basketball. Ginobili with only 3 points in this game. Here's Ginobili. And it has his shot blocked away. He got it right back and won't score it. He tips it up and in. It came out of the cylinder and he was right there to follow it up.
It was not very pretty, that bodies are going to start to fly everywhere. This is a very physical game. Hopefully everybody can stay under control, keep their composure, because it's going to get physical.
Iverson. And a whistle. It's Roberto picking up the personal. That's his 2nd. And that'll send Allen Iverson to the free throw line.
That was a big scramble by Ginobili, just in the right place at the right time. The ball came right back to him after he messed it up 2 or 3 times.
Iverson hits 2 free throws. Here comes Argentina with a chance to tie with a 3. Ginobili gets a pick up top and locks and loads. He misses. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Duncan over the top. And that'll be his third.
Tim seems a little bit out of sorts right now. Just can't get anything going. Not really much of a push off at all. International players are very good at flopping. A little bit of contact and they are off.
Roberto.
Try it again.
Again over Duncan.
Same move as the time before. Great. Back to the basket. Great move. Well, Fabrizio Roberto has been mentioned for about 3 or 4 years as possibility of playing the NBA.
Duncan's shot is blocked. And it's a travel on Duncan. Ginobili to O'Neal, and he scores it, and Argentina goes in front.
That's probably where Ginobili is at his best. He can finish in traffic. He is deceptively strong and quick on his finish. It seems like he's strung out, but he can get to the basket.
18 on the shot clock. United States has the ball under their own bucket. Jason Kidd will trigger it. And we've got an official. No, it's a timeout charged to the United States. Team USA wants a timeout. 5:26 to go in the third. We're nearly halfway home in the third, and Argentina leads 53-52. And Mike, this is the first time in this tournament that the United States has trailed in the second half.
Well, it is, and a little surprising, but Argentina is playing great. I mean, they have some good players. We forget. Again, they have 3 NBA players and 2 or 3 players that play in Europe that could play in the NBA. So you're talking about 6 talented NBA players.
Argentina well represented here in San Juan, and their fans have been singing and chanting all game long. The United States led after one, 27-23. They led by 4 at the half, but right now at the 5:26 mark in the third, Argentina with a 1-point lead. And the fouls are mounting up on Team USA as well. Tim Duncan with 3. Vince Carter has 3. Andreas Nocioni picked up his third foul early in the second quarter, remained on the court for the remainder of the first half, and has not committed a foul since that time.
Well, that just comes from experience. He has played the last 5 years in Tal Victoria, and they play these types of games about 20 to 30 times a year, where it's a do-or-die situation. So he is very experienced for 23 years of age.
Most believe that this will be the first of 2 meetings this week. Both of these teams, Argentina and the United States, expected to advance into the semifinals on Saturday. And these 2 teams are among the favorites to be among the 3 teams that will advance out of the FIBA Tournament of the Americas to next summer's Olympic Games in Athens. Here's Vince Carter. Nocioni the rebound. Sanchez, the long pass to Ginobili. What a terrific feed to Roberto for 2.
Unbelievable fast break from Sanchez to Ginobili to Roberto. Just great passing.
Jason Kidd to Iverson. O'Neal rattles home a big bucket for the United States to pull USA to within a point.
Right now, the Team USA is going to have to quit thinking about the score or whatever distractions. They have to get back on defense. They have to stay with the shooters.
Nocioni, the pump fake.
And I'll tell you what, they're going to have to find an answer for Roberto. Right now, he is one man underneath the board.
Scola set to check in. Kenyon Martin into the game for the United States.
This is one of the better fast breaks you'll ever see. Great down the court pass, Ginobili touch pass over to Roberto. That's terrific. Does not get any better than this. But again, as you saw the bigs from Team USA into a trot coming back. They're going to have to sprint back. These guys are too good not to sprint back.
Roberto at the line with 1 more. He has 14 points. He scored 14 points in a win over Brazil yesterday. And Scola will replace Roberto, who gets a huge hand as he comes in to the bench area.
That might be the only way we can stop him, having
get him on the bench.
Get him out of the game.
Yeah, we're shaping up for a terrific finish. Here's Iverson for three. Sanchez controls the board. Long pass ahead to Ginobili. Sanchez having a terrific floor game for Argentina at the point guard spot. Vince Carter, he's fouled. And it looks like Nocioni just picked up his fourth.
Great move by Carter.
Wolkowiski was charged on the foul.
There's the layup by Ginobili. Did a great job of challenging Allen Iverson's shot, leaking out in the fast break. Iverson has to get back. Didn't do it that time.
The way Nocioni reacted, I think he believed that he was going to pick up the fourth foul, and that would have been disastrous for Argentina. Vince Carter got his own miss, and the tap up and in. I think Duncan will be credited with the bucket.
Great job by Team USA.
Lots of American hands up around the rim. Ray Allen will check in at the next opportunity for the United States. Argentina with the ball and a 1-point lead. Sanchez, air ball off the baseline. Here's Duncan.
Great pass by Mike Bibby, seeing Duncan running the floor. He's going to have to get the big fella involved somehow. He's going to have to take over the game.
Duncan goes right down the pipe to put the United States in front by one. Ginobili had it stripped. It's a race for the ball, and Sanchez will beat Bibby to it. Ginobili. The rebound, no good. And Duncan, a physical rebound for the United States. And we've got a foul. Comes Ray Allen into the game to replace Allen Iverson. Wolkowiski is whistled on the foul. That's his second.
Great fast break by Team USA. Duncan running the floor. Mike Bibby finding Tim. Great finish.
Here's Duncan. Allen. Got it. Ray Allen with a big three. And the United States has answered Argentina's charge and now has a 4-point lead, 62-58. 2.5 to go in the third. Montecnia is in the game with the basketball.
Team USA's defense has definitely picked up a notch. Oh, that was a foul.
Alejandro Montecnia goes right down the lane and he's fouled. And it'll be Bibby whistled on the personal. For Mike Bibby, that's his first foul. Team foul number 4 on the United States.
Good drive by Montecchia. Bibby getting him on the arm. So that's where Team USA has to do a better job. I mean, you have Montecchia, who's a little guard, going in against Kenyon Martin and Duncan. There's no way he can finish in there. Don't bail him out with a foul. Let him go. Stay on the shooters on the outside. Let him try to finish against Duncan.
It's good advice. Here's Martin. Tried to lob it to Duncan. And the United States will keep it. Montecnia, very savvy player, has played in 2 world championships. 32 years old, tough matchup.
Well, that's the thing that's the key point you just said. They're savvy players, all of them. They know how to play basketball. Team USA cannot let down for a moment, like not get back one time or don't close out on a shooter. You you have to do all the little things to beat Argentina because they're not going to beat themselves.
Vince Carter with a bucket. He's got 9. 3 up and good for Montecchia.
Anytime there's a pick and roll, you go under, they're going to stop and pop the 3. And they have a good chance that's going to go in. You cannot just go under. You cannot take these guys for granted.
3-point firepower all over the court for Argentina. And the pass is thrown away. Ruben Monago bouncing up and down the Argentinian bench. Argentina trails the United States by a point.
Oh, great pass.
Great feed inside. Tim Duncan, the great defense against Scola. And Scola bumps Bibby and commits the foul. Maybe that was more than a bump.
Yeah, that was, whatever it was, wasn't real smart. Great recovery by Duncan, great defense. Looked like a short 2 points for Scola. Long arms of Tim Duncan.
Great play defensively by Duncan. That basket would have given Argentina the lead. Bibby sees an opening and scores.
Great pull up by Bibby.
Bibby's got 7. The lead is 3 for the United States as we go inside of a minute in the third. Montecchia has been big since halftime. Down the lane, sent out by Kmart.
They didn't call goaltender on that one. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Great block by Kenyon Martin.
5 on the shot clock. Nocioni to pull up. He's got it.
They just keep coming at you. That's just a great play by Nocioni.
Here's Martin. Kenyon Martin with 4. Shot clock is off. Final seconds of the third. Argentina wants the last shot of the period. Montecchia. Scola lost the ball. Here's Allen.
We'll get it up.
Count it, Ray Allen. Ray Allen with a clutch banker at the buzzer to end the third.
That was a great 4-point turnaround. Scola, who wasn't a great pass, probably Montecchia needed to drive and get Wolkowski for a jump shot. Great finish by Allen.
Woo! What a turnaround. Fourth quarter coming up. Let's swing it back over to Craig Sager. Craig? All right, we'll check in with Craig Sager in just a little bit. Well, the United States, Mike, has won every game by an average of 40 points. They're averaging 109 points per game through their first 5 victories here at the FIBA Tournament of the Americas. But by far, this has been their biggest test. This has been a terrific game, and it's still in the balance as we go to the fourth, 70-65.
Well, it's been a great game. This is exciting. This is what we came down to Puerto Rico to see. It just shows you that this weekend Team USA is going to have to play some basketball. It's not going to be, no one's going to just, roll over for them. And this is exciting. This is great basketball.
There's no question that one of the keys to Argentina's effort has been their depth. They've got maybe outside of the United States, the best depth in this tournament, and they've used it to their advantage.
Oh, no doubt. And that, that has separated the other teams. Team USA, like Brazil, came out, had a great first quarter. The benches kind of came in the game, and then it was a 40-point game or 30-point game. It does not happen that way with Argentina. Argentina's, even their best players, Scola, Ginobili, have not had great games. So they can win in different ways, or at least stay with Team USA with different players on the floor, and that is a key, and that will be a key for the rest of the week.
You mentioned some of the teams that the United States has faced in this tournament have had their moments. Brazil, Canada, even Venezuela. But nothing like the effort the United States is facing today from Argentina as we begin the fourth quarter. The United States with the ball and a 5-point lead. And Montecnia is going to be whistled for jostling with Mike Bibby away from the basketball.
Hey, one other thing that's impressed me about Argentina is just their toughness. They're big guys. They're not backing down from anybody. They've taken some blows, but they're also dishing some stuff out. So, they're very savvy, experienced, tough players.
A steal by Argentina. Nocioni controlled it. Volkowiski, he can make that shot, but he gives it back up. Nocioni. Palladino on the drive.
Oh, great move by Palladino.
Leandro Palladino. Duncan. Oh. Offensive foul. That's the fourth foul on Tim Duncan.
That's just good defense. He's there. Showed it well, flopped well, whatever you want to call it, but good defense.
Duncan heads to the bench. Jermaine O'Neal back into the game for the United States. Nocioni, left alone for a moment, pulls the trigger. Long rebound controlled by Bibby. Here comes the United States. Loose ball kicked out of bounds by Argentina. The United States will have it. 19 on the shot clock. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the United States will be back in action as the second round of the FIBA Tournament of the Americas continues. The United States will take on Mexico tomorrow night. And then Thursday, it'll be Puerto Rico and Team USA at 10 p.m. Eastern. Vince Carter, guarded by Nocioni. The dump down to O'Neal. It won't stay in there. A second opportunity won't be in there. Nocioni nearly stripped Bibby. Carter will take a three.
Leaking out, get back.
Palladino the rebound for Argentina. A three ties the game for Argentina on this trip. And Vince Carter and Scola having words.
Started with Scola and Ray Allen, and then Vince coming to the rescue.
Allen whistled on the foul. Jostling with Scola, that's his third. Montecnia to tie the game.
What a great shot by Montecnia. What a great shot. These guys are playing with confidence now. Team USA is going to have to settle down, tighten up the defense, give no looks for a while.
Nearly a steal by Palladino. Ray Allen.
Nice
inside, Kenyon Martin. The United States reclaims the lead as we turn under 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Scola, great fake. And a foul on the floor, no shot.
Just a great pick by Ginobili underneath the basket for Scola. I mean, these Argentine players, they give up their bodies. They're not afraid to set hard picks. Great pass by Ray Allen to find Kenyon Martin underneath. The one thing that Team USA has not tried tonight, they have not gone to 4 little guys. I think with the injury of Tracy McGrady, maybe that option's out. He doesn't feel comfortable with that.
Allen joins Duncan on the bench with 4 personal fouls, and a slashing Ginoli comes to the basketball, and he's fouled and will go to the line with a chance to tie the game with 2 free throws.
You know, that is something that's happened now about 10 times this game. Team USA has fallen asleep. You cannot do that against a team like Argentina. You are better than they are. You have more talent, but you cannot afford to have one possession where you take it off. You've got to play it all the way to the end.
Ginobili ties the game with 2 free throws. The U.S. has 14 fouls here in the 4th. The next foul will send Argentina to the bonus. Argentina with only 1 team foul here in the final period. Bibby, great feed to Jermaine O'Neal. Every time Argentina ties the game, the United States has the answer. Ginobili going hard down the lane, and he's fouled.
This is terrific basketball. This is great. It's like a war out there. Great feed by Bibby inside to Jermaine O'Neal. Great finish. Here's Ginobili getting hammered by Martin.
Kmart's got 3, and Duncan returns to the game with his 4 personal fouls.
You know, it's really funny. One of the labels that they put on international players that they are soft. If you watch these games, there's no way they're soft. They might not play defense sometimes because they didn't stress or this and that, but they are not soft.
There's nothing soft about the teams in this game. If you're going into the lane tonight, you better have it strapped on. Bibby. And we've got a foul away from the ball. Montecchia is whistled on the foul. That's his first. Ruben Monago on the Argentinian bench. Game tied at 74. 6.5 to go in the 4th. Tim Duncan banks it in to give the USA the lead.
Yeah, Duncan's going to have to come out a little bit. He seemed the first half a little bit disinterested. He has to take over for Team USA.
Ginobili able to get away from Iverson. Could not score it. Scola the rebound. The pump fake, and Duncan controls the rebound. Duncan. Oh, O'Neal!
Great pass from one 7-footer to another 7-footer. Great fast break.
Oberto and Fernandez will be checking in at the next opportunity for Argentina. Oh, Koiski for 3.
Every time Team USA tries to get a little lead, they answer with a 3 or a great play. Koiski did a great job. Duncan has to get out on him.
This game's been like a great heavyweight fight. Duncan. Ball's on the floor, so's O'Neal. Ginobili can't save it. Where's the ball?
Just great effort by Montecchia, who almost had it, went out. Great job. Well, I guess our question about whether Argentina is going to play this for real, I guess our question has been answered.
ARG brought their A game tonight. 20 on the shot clock, 5:21 to go in the 4th. Team USA with a ball and a 1-point lead, but nothing is certain right now for the United States. O'Neal wants to take Oberto. And it won't stay in there, but he will head to the line for 2 free throws. Oberto picks up his 3rd. Mike Bibby into the game for Vince Carter.
And Coach Brown's trying to find a combination that works. He's got three little guys in there, Iverson, Jason Kidd, Mike Bibby, have more quickness on the perimeter. Great shooting. He's been searching for a little bit to find the right combination.
One more coming for Jermaine O'Neal of the Indiana Pacers. A chance to extend the United States lead to 3 points. Duncan, their offensive rebound. A huge offensive board for Tim Duncan. Bibby!
Oh, big rebound by Duncan. 1 against 3. One guy grabs him, the other one's trying to box him out. Could not keep him off the board.
81-77. The United States has the lead.
Great job,
Allen Iverson the steal. Oh. And he missed a wide open layup. Inside, Ginobili can't finish. Here's Duncan.
Uh-oh.
So big Tim Duncan.
Iverson comes in with a great steal, just couldn't finish it.
Ginobili will be whistled on the personal foul. That's his third. 81-77, 4:24 to go in the fourth. Here's Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, a terrific game to watch. What if you're the general manager of the San Antonio Spurs and you have Tim Duncan on one team and Manu Ginobili on the other? What's this like for you?
Well, it's fun to watch both guys play well, but you know, you're always from the United States, so you got to root there.
Tim Duncan obviously had a great MVP season. You guys won another NBA championship. What brings you here besides just watching the two players?
Well, you're always evaluating talent, not only on these two teams, but every other team. Specifically, we've got a couple players that we've got strong interest in or draft rights to in Argentina, and just evaluating them.
One of them is Luis Scola. What do you think of his performance here?
He hadn't had a great tournament, but you know, you can't just look at you know, a few games. You've got to look at his overall performance, and he had a heck of a year and has been a good player to date. So we'll continue to evaluate that.
Did you talk to Ginobili before the game, and what was his thoughts going in?
You know, Manu doesn't speak a lot. I've talked to him all weekend. They're obviously a confident group that knows that they can play and have success against the United States. So they look forward to games like today.
A close game like this, does that give them added confidence should they meet the United States in the middle round?
You know, anytime you play well, you're going to get confidence, and you play against some of the best players in the world, and you know, who knows what the outcome will be. They'll walk away from this feeling good no matter what.
Thanks a lot. Back to you, Dave.
All right. Mike, Ginobili came over before the game and gave you a handshake and a look, and got a little bit of a gleam in his eye when you asked him if Argentina was going to go full bore tonight.
You know, I've known Manu for 6-7 years, watched him play in Italy, coached against him a lot of times. He's one of my favorite players. I have a hard time not rooting for him here because of Team USA, but just a class act and a great player. R.C. Buford has done a great job with San Antonio Spurs. You know, he drafted Jurasek, Ginobili, Scola. He's one of the first, with a few other guys, but he's one of the first to really look in the European scene.
Sanchez is back in the game for Argentina to run the point. Sanchez has the basketball back, 5 on the shot clock, and the foul is going to be on Jason Kidd.
You know, Argentina did a great job of looking at the mismatch. They have Jason Kidd on Nocioni, who I think Kidd can match up with Nocioni inside. Nocioni's tough, and he's a bull in there, but they don't come much stronger than Jason Kidd. But Argentina, with a little bit of patience, got the ball inside and Nocioni.
Andres Nocioni at the free throw line with a chance to bring Argentina a bit closer. One more.
you know, speaking of San Antonio, they have the possibility to start 4 international players with Duncan. Nesterovic at center, Turgaloo at small forward, then Ginobili and Tony Parker outside.
It's an all-world squad. Duncan swings it to Bibby.
Good ball movement. Good
Iverson.
play.
Huge three by Allen Iverson.
Just a great job of going into Duncan. Duncan having patience, swinging the ball to the weak side. Swung the ball back to Iverson, who had the patience to knock down a 3.
Ginobili hits the front of the rim on his 3 attempt.
Well, we have a takedown on the floor between Kidd and Nocioni.
They both recover and make it up the court. Big trip now for the United States to put some distance between themselves and the pesky Argentinians. And another foul is going to be called.
Roberto has really played a super game, offensively and defensively. 28 years old, has always been the type of guy that everyone's talked about and hasn't seemed to be able to break into the NBA, but is always on the cusp. They're saying, well, what about him? What about him? And he's shown tonight that he can play.
He certainly can. Fernandez now with 3 personal fouls.
What's the weak side with between Kidd and Nocioni? We got a takedown. We got that's great. No foul, no harm. No, that's no problem. And they got a little tangled up.
He's got his hand. He's got his foot on his hand. Jermaine O'Neal hits the free throw. One more for O'Neal. It would give the United States an 8-point lead. .3:11 to go in the fourth. The United States with an 8-point lead. They have been absolutely tested, truly tested for the first time in this tournament tonight.
Jermaine O'Neal has stepped up and made 4 crucial foul shots. Oh, nice pass by Sanchez.
Sanchez whips it in to Oberto, who scores 87-81.
Roberto's got 17 points. This guy, he has played terrific.
Jermaine O'Neal with 22 points tonight for the United States. Tim Duncan has 15. Here's Iverson. Not this time. Nocioni fouled by Vince Carter.
Not a good foul.
That's Carter's 4th.
That's one thing that Team USA, and I know they all have stars, but one thing they have to try to guard against is don't go one-on-one at the end. Be a team all the way down. You have too many good players. Great pass by Sanchez, final Roberto. That was all set up by a great screen by Ginobili. He puts his body on people.
Nocioni with 1 more to come. Got 14 points tonight. Would pull Argentina to within 4. Argentina at 4-1 in this tournament. They lost their first game in this affair to Mexico in a bit of a shocker, and they haven't lost since. The United States is 5-0. They've got a 21-game Olympic qualifying winning streak on the line tonight. Iverson got all the way into the basket and threw it away. Back to Sanchez.
Great team defense by Argentina.
2 minutes to play in the fourth. Ginobili. Shot clock running down. Oberto.
Oh, great
shot
block.
blocked by O'Neal. Carter. The shot blocked by O'Neal got the United States out on the break. And Vince Carter finished with a flush. It's a 6-point game with 90 seconds to go.
Jermaine O'Neal does not want to be the guy that lost twice to Argentina, that's for sure.
Ginobili. Nocioni in and out of the cylinder. Loose ball controlled by Scola. He lost it. Duncan controls it for the United States. Long pass ahead. Sanchez nearly stole it. Here's AI. Wave off the basket. Mike, I'm not sure if that ball wouldn't have gone in.
Oh, it might have gone in, no doubt about it. Sanchez went for the steal up against Ginobili. That might have iced the game.
Argentina wants a timeout with 1:07 to go. The United States leads 89-83.
Well, it's going to be really important right now for Team USA not to let down, because they will drive to the basket. If they sag in, they will kick the ball back out and hit a three. We do not want that right now.
Let's listen in to the United States huddle. Well, we really didn't get too much of an opportunity to hear Larry Brown that time. It is so loud inside the arena tonight. Puerto Rico is playing the next game, and their fans have flocked in here, and they are making a lot of noise.
Well, they've seen a great game between Team USA and Argentina.
They certainly
Just
have.
a great game.
Iverson now with 13 points.
Team USA has another 30 seconds. They have to play great defense right now, try to get a stop, get the game under control.
Iverson, 1 of 2. Here comes Argentina down 7.
Stay on the shooters.
Nocioni wouldn't stay in there for him, and Duncan is fouled by Scola.
Well, Team Argentina, they had two chances, two 3-point shots from the left side. In and out.
Well, right now with a 7-point lead, it looks like the United States is going to weather the storm. And Tim Duncan has been in foul trouble most of the second half, and has quietly put up his numbers, as he usually does.
Well,
16 points.
Yeah, he was more assertive a little bit in the fourth quarter there. He needs to be the main focus of this team.
Well, Argentina got the clock stopped.
That will drive you crazy again. I mean, there's been so much contact, and now all of a sudden they call a ticky-tack foul.
Iverson was attempting to work his way through a screen. He's whistled for a second personal.
I mean, there's really not much of anything.
Ginobili with 14 points tonight for Argentina. Duncan the rebound.
Oh, that's not good.
And Argentina wants a timeout. 41.3 to go in the fourth. They've got the ball. They're down 8.
They barely got the timeout in. Coach Magno came down, was yelling minuto, minute, timeout. The scorer's table almost didn't give it to him.
Their ball.
Mike, tonight the United States was without Tracy McGrady for the second consecutive night. Tim Duncan had foul trouble. Vince Carter had foul trouble. And it looks like they're going to make it. Going to extend their winning streak in pre-Olympic competition.
Big contact show.
Yeah, they did. They weathered the storm. They did what they had to do. They go on. But this gave Argentina a big shot of confidence going into the weekend. But it was an interesting game. We'll see what happens the next time they meet. Because now Team USA will not be shocked the way these guys play.
Right here, guys. Watch the flare.
Ginoli, Sanchez, Scola, Nocioni, and Oberto for Argentina.
You do not want a three at this moment. You want to get out and your shooters make them. If they're going to score, they'll score for the two, but not a three-point shot. And you do not put them on the foul line without 1 second. You lost 1 second, and you put them on the foul line. You do not want to do that.
So the clock is stopped, and an opportunity for Argentina to get a little closer. Bibby on the personal. It's Bibby and Iverson in the backcourt right now. Vince Carter at the three with Kenyon Martin and Tim Duncan inside for Team USA. 39.4 seconds remaining. All right, it's a two-possession game now, 92-86. Iverson screened at half court, nearly a turnover, but Iverson got it right back.
It was like Allen left his feet, went through the double team.
See the shot clock running down. Duncan off the baseline with a dagger into the heart of Argentina. Sanchez. Scola lost it. Duncan to Bibby. This should do it. Bibby's going to turn it out. And that is your game. The United States survives a severe test tonight from Argentina. They remain undefeated. Argentina picks up their second loss. United States 94, Argentina 86.
Just a great game by both teams. I think Team USA realizes now they can't take possessions off. They would go to sleep every once in a while, and Argentina has too many shooters, too many guys that know how to play basketball. In a 40-minute game, you can't take a possession off.
And as they have after every victory here in San Juan, the United States huddles at center court before they head back to the locker room victorious. Meanwhile, Argentina honoring their fans in the upper deck who never sat down. They cheered their countrymen the entire night. And you got to believe they'll be here tomorrow when Argentina continues in this tournament.
Now they will be here this weekend.
Craig Sager standing by with Jermaine O'Neal.
Well, we talked to you at halftime, Jermaine, but after the great double-double, 22 points and 10 rebounds, we're doubling up. What sort of vindication do you feel now after beating Argentina after the loss a year ago?
It's a great feeling. You know, we still may see them way down the road. I think everybody's kind of got to look at the first international rivalry. You know, I think Argentina is well coached, have a lot of good athletes. They're not going to lay down. From start to finish, they're going to come out and play hard, and fortunately for our team, was able to hold them off tonight.
Did you feel a sense of urgency or pressure when they had it so close at halftime?
Well, we knew it was going to be close. We knew it wasn't going to be a game we was going to come out and blow them out because they're a world-coached team and they have a lot of athletes out there. Third quarter, we didn't come out and we didn't play as well, and they took advantage of it. But I think later in the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, we really focused and buckled down and played defense and got into our transition offense.
We mentioned your 22 points, your 10 rebounds, but the turning point in the game, 87-83, they're coming down on a fast break. A tremendous block, which turned into a Vince Carter jam. Where were you on the play? How'd you anticipate it?
You know, I was a weak side defender. I seen number 7 break wide open. You know, and knowing me, I love to block shots, and that's what I do in the league. But I seen him come in. I went up to try to make a great block, and it happened for us.
What did you learn from this game today?
You got to play every possession. Every possession counts. It's like NBA playoffs. You know, you can't take a possession off because when you do that, that gives the other team momentum to make runs on you.
Great game, congratulations.
Thank you.
Dave.
All right, Craig, thanks so much. Jermaine O'Neal led the way for the United States, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Tim Duncan, 19 points and 9 boards.